All right, let me see if the audio is working now. Audio wasn't working at first. So I just want to make sure everything's okay. Let me know in the chat, which I can't see right now, but let me know if things are working. Good morning, everybody. Let me pin this message. Let me also make sure I'm live on Twitch as well as live on X. Let's go. All right, we got 46 people here. Make sure you guys take some time to hit the like button. Um, did I not do that? What's going on here? Duration and schedule, add frequency. Okay. Good morning, good evening, and whatever other time it is for anybody. Um, we're here to talk about, cryptocurrency. And honestly, yeah, things may not be looking overall great for everything. However, certain things are up a little bit more. Will you be watching Mike Tyson fight? Yes, I will. Um, I, I have to, right? Um, so yeah, we'll probably talk about more of that later. But yeah, cryptocurrency has been looking great for the last week, 2 weeks, something like that. It's been looking really, really good. You see other things that have come up from a ridiculously low level, like peanut, and turned to a crazy high level of $1.88, and you would have made a lot of money up to that point, and maybe even more as you go a lot further. Um, and you also see other things like Bitcoin, bigger names like Bitcoin, that's moving to a level of 90, 91, 92,000. I don't know what the highest point of Bitcoin was. Um, it looks like the high in the last, let's go year, has been $93,434.36. So Bitcoin has been up to a higher point. Ethereum hasn't gotten to that high point yet. You see Solana that's breaking out and all these different things. But the one thing that, or one of the big questions that we had was always hovering around XRP and whether XRP was going to make any type of a move. And what we've historically seen is that XRP has gone from 40 cents up to 50, up to 60, all the way up to 70, and then found a way to resist off of that 70 mark, drop back down to 40, and increase back up to 70, decrease back down to 40. It's been a constant trend. And then we went up to 95 at one point when XRP was labeled as not a security. However, the thought of an appeal brought it back down to a level of 40, and then it went back up to 75, and then back down to 40, back up to 70. That's just been the trend, right? So now we finally broke that trend of getting to 70 or 75, and we're above 75 cents. And it's good to see that while everything else in the market is down a heavy amount, right? You can see Bitcoin's down by 2%, Ethereum 3%, Solana 3%, 2% for BNB, but you go to XRP and it's up by 15%. It is, borderline leading the market. It was leading the market when I first looked at this and everything, but it's borderline leading the market to where it's up 15% in the last day, in the last 24 hours. It's at 81.6 cents. So obviously breaking that level of 75 cent level, or 79, breaking up to breaking above 80. And I'm pretty sure the high point was around 85 or close to it. 84.5 cents is the high point. We're sitting at a $46 billion market cap right now. with $11.6 billion worth of volume. This is literally just the tip of the iceberg, just the starting point for XRP. We know we'll go a lot further, and we know it will be huge, right? And all of this comes off of, you know, Gary Gensler's departure talks that fuel XRP and, you know, push it to a whole nother level. And many people that are like, yeah, Gary's going to get fired. And when he gets fired, it's going to be great for XRP. It's going to be great for Ripple. And that's why things are absolutely pushing up to a whole nother level from what I've seen. If there's anything else that somebody has read into, please let me know. But you know, that's what I've seen that's kind of fueling that fire. It's like, oh, this is going to be big, so I need to be in XRP now, and I should have already been in XRP, right? What do you think XRP will hit? I think XRP this year, I want to see it break. It's only a month and a half. I would love to see it break or get close to $100 billion market cap, which would be somewhere around the $2 mark. That's what I want to see short term, which is, you know, in the next month and a half. Next year, I'm end of year. I would like to see higher figures. Like, you know, it would be great if it does get there. So, I have my exit plan all set up. Will I still hold some? Oh, yeah, guys. It looks like we're buffering a little bit. Make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe. Also, you can check out my link for BTCC down below if you guys are interested. Let me see this. Give me a second. Yeah, so I have a link for BTCC down below. Feel free to check out that link. This is what it looks like. Let me go ahead and show you guys. Here it is, BTCC, which is a platform where you can trade crypto, honestly, any crypto that you really wanted to. You can get a 10% deposit bonus, $500 of USDT or more, $10,000, up to $10,000 in extra bonuses, and then 40% lower trading fees, as well as 500x leverage that you could do. So feel free to check out my link for BTCC in the description, in the chat. And I also have a link for MargX if you guys want to check that out as well. But how's everybody doing today? You know, I haven't, or is everybody hype about what's going on with XRP? Because last night, or this morning when I was looking at it, and last night, I was, you know, excited. I'm always excited when things that I hold run, especially when I hold, you know, 100,000 of that, right? It moves by tens of thousands every 10 cents that this grows. It moves by hundreds or tens of thousands, and as it gets to dollars, right? It moves dollars. It grows hundreds of thousands of dollars as it moves dollars. So it's something that I think is a little bit more consistent, believable in creating a larger use case. So yeah, I mean, it's a big deal for me, to say the least. Trying to figure out what's today's date. Trying to figure out when I posted these things. Maybe this was it. I think that's it. Give me a second. Just trying to figure some stuff out. All right. Yeah. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and all that stuff. Let me go back here. I can't see what's going on. HBAR could be the biggest coin due to its security superiority, and it can tokenize all asset coins. When do you think a pullback will happen for XRP? I hope never. But typically when things do run, you do see a catch up to the market. Right? That's just how it rolls, where unless something continues or we continue to have more news leading to XRP's breakout, then it could be something that completely separates itself from the market, but still eventually will lead to a catch up of the market. Eventually, it will all come in line. Tell us more about your exit plan, please. So, when I build an exit plan, I'm not going to show you the one that I have built for me, not yet. I mean, I can show you it later. I have a bunch of videos on exit plans for XRP as well as many others. But let me show you what this looks like. So this is what the spreadsheet looks like for an exit plan for XRP. So if we go over here, this is what the spreadsheet looks like. Now you can get this spreadsheet on Patreon, whether you're a $5 level or you're whatever the max level is, I think $20 or something. If you're at that higher level, or lower level, you still get this sheet and you can fill it out. Obviously, with any more educational videos, that won't be the case where you guys get that content. But either way, you get access to the file. Now, the file includes many different positions that are here, and we can always add more to it. But it's fairly simple, right? You have whatever prices you think it's going to reach, right? $1, $1.50, $2, $5, $6, $10, $20. Scroll all the way down to $18,000, right? If somehow it does reach those levels, which would be 1 quadrillion, dollar market cap, then great. But also if you see burns and stuff like that, we'll factor that into it. But right now the circulating supply is around 56.8, 56.9 billion. So that all factors into it. So all you would do is add in your coins, which I have 100,000, but I have 90,000 that's open to trading. So I could basically put any coins here. So if I see that it gets to a level of $5, $450,000, and I want to take 50, not 50,000, I want to take 10,000 or 12,000 or something like that, I could do that, and it'll give me $60,000, giving me my investment plus a little bit of profit, and then leaving the rest that's in there, and you can continue to create your exit plan as time goes on. You should always create an exit plan so that you're not being greedy in the situation, because there are plenty of people that will either sell everything too early. They see 450, 400 something $1,000, and they're like, I can live off of that. I love that. I need to take it now because I can use it now in my life, right? So they take $450,000, not remembering that they also have to pay taxes on that. But let's just say you don't, right? $450,000, that's not going to last as long as people think, right? There's going to be many people that think they just have a boatload of money and that they can spend whatever they want to spend, and they've never seen that much before. Like, you'll either sell too early or you'll sell way too late. And by way too late, you'll basically sell within the next bear market. Not saying that, oh, well, you'll get to $100 and it'll decrease down to 70, because no matter what, you still ended up selling at a higher point. No, what will happen is you're getting up to some of these higher levels. Maybe it's 10, maybe it's $20. And then in the bear market, it finds a way to come all the way back down. And then you're stuck, not only holding the bag for 3 more years or something like that. You're also trying to dollar cost average in and get prepared for the next bull market, right? So, you start to question, and even if it does get to a higher level where it pulls back to 70, you start questioning it every step of the way, where it's like, oh, $100 or $100 per coin, but it dropped back down to 70. You're like, oh, I'll wait for it to get back to 100 and then I'll sell. And it's like, you're already up. How about you take some of it? And establishing an exit plan on the way up just makes you feel better about holding that much, because you think about it. How long may it take, or might it take, for it to get to a level of $100? Could it be this bull market? Possibly. Could it be another bull market after this? Possibly. Meaning that you have to hold through another bear market, and see the next bull market that takes off, and use cases that take off. Meaning you may have to hold hundreds of thousands of dollars or millions of dollars that you made, even though you've never seen that much money in one place, for another 3 or 4 years. I mean, that could be ridiculous. So set up an exit plan, an exit strategy. It may not be the max that you're taking, but you can always establish what you're comfortable with taking as you go through this. So whether it's 12,000, you go to 10,000, you maybe want to put 10,000 there. You maybe want to say, all right, at $20, I have my first million, so I'm going to go ahead and take $100,000. I'll take another 10,000 or take 20,000 at this point, right? And you can keep going from there, and it gets up to levels of 50 and all of that, and you just establish a full exit plan to give you more profit in the end, while still maybe holding some for what the next bull market can turn over. It doesn't mean that you have to sell everything that you own at the top of this market, right? You can sell during the run up, or I guess during the run up, going that way, during the run up, and then be very, very happy with what you're holding and what you've made, right? You won't make the max, right? But you'll be able to make a decent amount to live off of, to be comfortable with, to be happy about, you know? Let's see, go back. The crazy thing is, in a few years, people will talk about how they should have bought. True. I agree. I agree. People are going to see it and they're going to go, ah, man, so many people told me about this and it was here for so long. It gave us so many signs, right? One bull market being fought by the SEC the entire time. And then now leading into the next bull market where the SEC wants to continue to fight it. However, Gary Gensler may be fired, right? And then we don't really have that issue anymore. Guys, we have 280 people here. I would appreciate if you hit the like button. Get me up to 150, 200 likes. I would appreciate it quite a bit. It does help out the channel and everything we talk about here, everything we stand for. Oh yeah, we're going much higher than $1.50 in my opinion. I agree with that. I agree with that. Tuning in from Sicily. Stumbled across your channel a year ago today. Not biased, good information, straight shooter, my go-to channel. Well, thank you for watching. Again, I've said this plenty of times before that it's amazing to know that I can go anywhere and there is a chance that there's a chance. Not saying that I'm like Mr. Beast or anything, or like a Taylor Swift, whoever, right? But it's amazing to know that I can have similar interests with many people that are in this world, and they can come to me and go, hey, I've seen your stuff. Let's talk about cryptocurrency, and we can talk about cryptocurrency, right? So it's always great to see, and for people that love the content that I put out, I mean, I appreciate that a lot. I know there's a lot of stuff out there and a lot of people that are talking crypto and investments, and I appreciate you watching me. Just keep dollar cost averaging, bro. Don't FOMO yet. You're talking to me or you're talking to somebody else? Trump said no tax on American-made crypto, so no tax on XRP. That would be great. XRP to the moon. If that's the case, then we can make millions of dollars and not have to worry about any taxes. Federally, of course, but state, you might end up still having to endure that, if that's the case. And no tax on unrealized gains. That's a big deal. Matt, man, we're gonna be rich, bruh. Woohoo! Am I saying that right? Woohoo! I can't. Woohoo! Woohoo! Woo! The exit plan will probably be my biggest challenge. I baby my XRP. I agree with you. I've had so many positions to where I got stuck in that, and I think my first moment to where I realized I needed an exit plan, honestly, was with AMC, because I really didn't ever do any type of longer term positions. But when I see something that I held that has a chance to go to a much higher level, it makes you feel certain ways when you hit those high numbers. And when I hit hundreds of thousands of dollars or $100,000+ for AMC, that's where I was like, okay, exit plan would be nice because I've never seen $100,000 in one investment before, right? I would have $100,000 in majority of or a lot of investments, so it would be like 20 different investments, but I wouldn't have $100,000 in one specific play, one specific cryptocurrency or project or business, right? So it really made me think. It was like, you need to establish an exit plan, because until you see those numbers, you think everything's going to be fine and dandy. But you're like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna sell at $1 for this, and I'm gonna make $1 million, or two, or three, or $10 million. However, if you think you're gonna make $10 million when it gets to a level of $1, right? Whatever that is, it could be XRP, it could be Shiba Inu, it could be Terra Luna Classic, whatever. You may see levels to where now it reaches 1 million, and you're like, never seen this much in one spot. Then it gets to 2 million, and you're like, okay, if I take 1 million right now, if I had to pay, taxes on it, if I take 1 million right now, I'll have, $500,000 for me to put wherever I want to, and $500,000 could go to taxes. Or it gets to 3 million. Now, if you take half, you might end up paying, it's like 30 or 40%. So let's say, you're closing in on being able to pocket 1 million outside of taxes. So then you start thinking about it, and you're like, well, this would be great. So you start questioning yourself, and you're like, well, maybe I should just take all of it before it comes back. And then that's when you get out of the position, which it's still great to have $3 million, except that the fact that you had gains, it's just, I think you're leaving a lot on the table. And also exiting the market completely, which makes you feel very bad about trying to re-enter the market, because then you don't know when to completely re-enter the market. So, yeah. Do you consider a possibility? You consider it a possibility when Ripple / XRP hits the majority of its use case, it might never come back to low levels? So yes, I've considered that possibility as well. Every time I mention the bear market, I'm always thinking, how impactful will the bear market be this time around? Because things that we have right now, we have businesses that are going kind of all in on either investing into crypto or trying to use crypto, right? We have institutions and financial institutions that are filing for these ETFs and having traditionalists that are investing into the market, meaning that you have more of an ETF outlook, you have more of a stock market outlook, right? And as you see that, you see more consistency in these ETFs. However, these are positions that are investing into primarily that position, so a Bitcoin ETF, Ethereum ETF. But once you get to a point to where you have an all-encompassing ETF, you have an ETF where 40% is in Bitcoin, 30% in XRP, 20% over here Solana or whatever, and then you have different pieces that have more risk, have less risk. Then you start to have people that are investing into these for the long term, in looking for the sectors to run and different sectors to make these moves, which means that you have longer investors and you have less of a drop during those times. Now, the one saving grace to say that things could come back down to the low levels, which I don't know if it's saving grace, but one thing that you can say is that a bear market definitely has a strong possibility in the market that we're in now, with all of the leverage trading going on, which is cool, right? Leverage trading is great. You can make a lot of money if you're disciplined. However, if things turn sour and Ethereum starts falling, you could hit certain liquidations and then have a liquidation train, meaning that you can create a stronger bear market, which we've seen bits and pieces of. So yes, I've considered that, but I have to consider both sides of it, right? Where it could happen, it might not happen. Ric Flair it, bro. I don't think I can. I don't know what's going on with my voice, but I can't go woo. To have no exit plan is the biggest plan. Never touch them till $500. You're going to still do videos if XRP goes to $500? Yeah, of course. I love making content. Like, I absolutely love making content. Um, and I think, I want to have a process to where, I can make, other content. Like right now, I do, like I collect sports cards and stuff. I also do golf videos. I want to make sure I document like Harper and Hayden's like basketball progress, and as they're going through that, I get to spend a lot of time, working on stuff with them and teaching them different things. Um, you know, I want to be able to do all that stuff, but I'm not sure. I'm never sure if I want to, obviously have her or both of them on the internet at all there. But it's always great to document that progress, and if that does become a thing to where she feels like she wants to do that with basketball or swimming or whatever, then yeah, I would say more basketball than than swimming. But absolutely, I'll still make videos. I'll still have live streams. It'll probably be just live streams, and less of videos. Maybe it'll be an all-encompassing video. I talked about this yesterday, that I might just do a video explaining, the market or a market update, and then really spend majority of my time over on Patreon. That's what I want to do, because Patreon would be a form of teaching, and um, YouTube would be more about updating the masses. And right now it's kind of heavier on the YouTube side than it is on the Patreon side, but I still do Patreon quite a bit, and putting out different content, whether I'm doing or making a leverage trade, whether I'm selling something or buying something, or whatever. So yeah, XRP is in a good spot, 15% up on the day, guys. We have 287 people that are here. Would like to get to 250 likes, so hit that like button. I feel like swell going to be a good play. I don't know what that is. Backed by Mark Cuban. Remember what Injective did? I don't know where Injective is, honestly. I haven't looked at Injective since I don't know, it might have been a few months, maybe 4 or 5 months. Inflation rate for XRP from 2023 to 2024 is approximately 0.63%. We are at 82 cents before $1. ETF approvals. Wait, sorry. We are at 82 cents before 1, ETF approvals. 2, Gary officially resigns. 3, stablecoin launch. 4, appeal not officially over. Very true. I don't know why I thought you said we were at 82 cents before $1. I was going to say that's how it works usually. It's 82 cents comes before 1. Matt's the man. Such a good guy. Thank you for saying that. Maybe you're talking about yourself. Maybe you're the man. I have about $200 to swing trade right now. What's something I can do right now, like krill type of coin? What's something you can do? It's for like a long-term play, or so I don't ever like to give suggestions. What I want you to do is go over to CoinMarketCap, where we are, and I want you to go to either the second, third, fourth, or fifth page on CoinMarketCap. And I think it would be great if you did maybe a little bit of research into some of these plays that you think could be worth a lot more than where they stand, right? Because some of them, sitting at a $500 million market cap or $300 million market cap, could have potential with a use case. Are you looking for a meme play, or are you looking for a utility play? If you're looking for more of a long-term solution, I would probably say a utility play is where it's at. And I like Anchor as a great play. I've looked into it. I have it. It's sitting at a $288 million market cap, and honestly should be worth multiple billions of dollars. There are many people that like, E and J. From what I've heard, I don't have it. There are other positions as well on the third page. I'm trying to look for more like well-known names. I've heard some things about Simon's Cat, but that's sitting at a $300 million market cap. It's crazy to say that $300 million market cap is in the 200s. But yeah, there's many different plays here. I've heard about Flux. So I don't want to sit here and tell you this is the play that's going to run. I don't want to be that person, right? What I want you to do, and I hope that you do it, is go to some of these places. I wouldn't say that you look for meme coins, but you look for things that are sitting in a low market cap. Loop Ring last bull run ran to single digit dollars, and honestly, it could get there again at a level of 14 cents where it's at. I think Loop Ring still has a lot of push left in it, especially after what we saw last bull run with virtually or actually all of the supply that is out there, from what I'm understanding. 3.3.17 billion. And if we look at the high point that this got to, it was $3.83 from $14 to $3.83, or maybe even double that would be crazy. So if we go to all history, you're going to see one, it got to that price point. What was it? It was at $4 billion. Can it be worth more than that? Maybe so. But the point is that you do that research into it to believe in something, and then if you have high conviction for it, you buy that position, you hold that position, and you end up making the money in the end, hopefully, if you're right. Talking about you. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Uh, Good morning, fam. Good morning, DJ Underground 73. Are you in Soul Degen meme space? Um, Not much. No. H bar is a good play, not financial advice. It is. Just bought more Grok. Where is Grok actually at? Because I know it was at one. What was it? 1 cent yesterday, but it might have come down because the rest of the market. You know what? Still at 1 cent right now. That's good to see, especially with the market not really flowing in the right direction. Grok looks like it's good. It's down in volume, but it's still sitting at the 1 cent level. I'm still up $3,000 on my investment, but I think, like I said, it can go a lot further than just a $68 million market cap. Good morning, Matt. Art block later, guys. Ola from Hawaii. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it, and see you later as well. Um, Pepe just got 5 trillion yesterday. What? Pepe just got 5 trillion. What? Tell me what other coins getting that kind of money? $5 trillion. It got $5 billion, not trillion. Where are they getting trillion? Good morning, Matt. Hey, Matt, have you invested in SUI? I have not. Many people have asked me, and some other people have made money from it, from what I've heard. I have not invested into it. What do you think of Speedy on ETH? Had a pullback. So I don't know. I don't want to, take the time to look into those, because I feel like sometimes those plays, I don't know what it is, but sometimes those plays can ask me to, hey, look at this. Can you look at this for a second? And then it counts as like a review. in a way. But I haven't looked at it. Crow with a knife, what do you think? I haven't looked into that either. Hi from England. Thank you for watching. Hey, Matt. Good morning from India. What do you think about the future of war? I don't know what that is. What's up with all these projects that I don't know about? What are your thoughts on Chainlink with Trump using it for his token? Has Chainlink seen a price pump? Chainlink is up by 2%. I mean, I don't know all the details of that, but that could be big, obviously. I have a little bit of link, I think, in my Margex portfolio. I think I have a little bit here. So I have $500 worth of link. I only put $100 here, and I'm up $271 on that play. I haven't checked the full history of Link and how far it can really go, but I would imagine it's 2 to 3x over what the all-time high was. Or maybe even further depending on the use. So if you have that as a bigger use to where different factors or that different factors are pushing into this getting to $30 price or $60 price or whatever, then that could be big for Chainlink itself. So if I look at, I'm trying to look at a year. Why did I look at the last day? Or 5 years. If I'm looking at the last 5 years, we can see the high of a $53 price point. Actually, let me go back here and look at all history. So again, a $50 price point or so, which was a, hold up, $21 billion market cap. When you look at the movement here, you're going to understand that there was maybe a little bit of dilution into it. You have 623 million Link coins that's out there, meaning that right now this is sitting at a $8 billion market cap, even though, you know, here was a $20 billion market cap. If I round up, right, you're at a basically a $10 billion market cap where we currently stand, meaning that we would see double that price, which is somewhere around 27, let's say 28 cents, or the $28, or let's round up to the $30 level, meaning that it would be at a or the high $1 billion market cap at a lower price level, which would be, you know, $30 instead of $50, so a $20 difference. However, you understand that things can still go to way higher levels market cap wise as you see a brand new bull market. So I think I've always said Chainlink has quite a bit of potential and will run because it's a big name. But then partnering it up with things like that, you would expect the volume to be up a little bit higher. So
Azula S. Death donated $5 through Super Chat. How's the Kraken's profile going? Last update 11 months ago.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Well, I technically update people anytime I talk about Terra Luna Classic because I have my Terra Luna Classic over there. But it's hard to kind of update there because I moved my Lunic over to that platform. But what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and log in for you guys and see where everything else is besides my Terra Luna Classic because I still have everything that I bought over there. I just added the addition of Lunic to it. So let me log in really quick. It's a good question though. I would like to know how things are really going. I believe they're still up and they should be up a lot higher, but altcoins haven't really run as much. So I don't know my password. Hopefully I got that right. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I didn't. Let's see. That's right. Here's the Authenticator app. Give me a second. Where's Kraken? A little tired, man. All right, let's bring this over here. And before we get into this profile, make sure you guys check out my link for BTCC down below. It's a platform where you can leverage trade up to 500x leverage. The link is in the chat. And you can get a 10% deposit bonus, extra bonuses, as well as 40% lower trading fees. So feel free to check out that. It's going to be in the chat here right now. So let's go over the Kraken portfolio. It's currently sitting at $6,338.03. Now, majority of this has come from Terra Luna Classic that I moved over here. When we go into the portfolio, we would have to do that minus the overall amount. So where we're sitting at is around $1,000 for all the rest of the positions that we do have, whether you're talking about XRP, Dogecoin, TVK, you're talking about Anchor or Superverse or all of these other positions. There are some that or more that are now down compared to where they were. So like all of these positions here that I hold were at $5. Like they started at $5. And some of them are sitting at 3, some of them are sitting at 4, some of them are sitting at 5, or a little bit over 5, and others are above that, right? Others are hovering around the $9 or $10 mark, which is great to see. But there's so much room for growth, and I feel as though you're going to see this run or this portfolio run a lot further, because what I did with this portfolio, if you weren't familiar with it, is I sorted it by market cap, took the lowest market cap that we had on an exchange, and I bought all the positions that I could buy, buying $5 worth. I bought 100 different positions at $5, which was $500 that I put in there. And right now it's worth about 1,000. So it's over my cost basis, but it did come back down from, because it was up to 2,000. And then it did come back down to 1,000 as the market kind of tanked. And now we still haven't seen altcoin season yet. So I will continue to, if I find any other opportunities, I'll let you know if I add anything to it. But this is where it's been for quite some time. And again, I have Terra Luna Classic over here. So it's kind of inflating everything there. Thank you for the super chat. I'm at dumb question, really dumb question. But is this now your 100% day job, or do you have other stuff going on? So it's not a dumb question. That's a good question. I have mentioned it before. It is my 100% day job. I consider that and the art of investing as such. When someone considers himself a day trader or anything like that, I've been doing a lot with leverage trading as well as day trading in the stock market. So I would say that this right here, being in at this desk, and my media company, which is Perry Media Groups, is the sole revenue driver, right? So yes, 100%, it is my my day job now. I don't have a traditional 9 to 5. I get my health insurance through Erica's job, and I do this, which some people, I was joking with Erica. I was like the other day, I always get asked like what I do, and I never know what to say, because I could say YouTuber, I could say whatever, I could say I own my media company, which I do, because it is my business and it's Paramedia Groups, and it's based on many different videos that I create, right? And the editing process and all of that stuff. But I was joking with her. I was like, maybe I should just tell people I'm unemployed, that I just live off of her income. And she was like, don't do that. I was like, maybe I should. It's just let them think whatever they want to think. Because you never know. Like when people say, I know I've been judged when I've told people I'm a YouTuber. They would be like, well, I don't, do you make money from that? And I was like, well, obviously. Like I'm not going to do it to not make money. But yeah, I have day trader is the best description. Yeah, but then you have you have where majority of all of that comes from, which is the videos and the conversations and the super chats and also the gains that you have in investing. Like I can go in here and show um, my portfolio and show like how much I've gained in it, but those are all unrealized gains. It's like, what do you do for uh, a living? Like, how do you get and generate money? And this would be that. So you are a TV presenter. Day trader is the best description. Passive income for the win. Absolutely. Thanks for answering. Well done, mate. Top marks to you for creating your own career. Nicely done. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's all about like honestly after I got my MBA, that's all they were talking about is like business creation and creating connections and all of those things there. And obviously, I already had YouTube in my um, back pocket that I was constantly making videos on. Um, and I knew that that drove a lot of revenue. And I've been paying taxes on my business for the last 4 years now. Um, not well, the first year was kind of iffy because it was a very low. It was like $5,000, and yes, I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did, but it was like I really didn't have to pay taxes because it was such a small amount, and I was still working. So and the tax situation on my wife's side is always to where she would get a refund. So it was like the amount that I had to pay wasn't over the refund that we would have gotten, especially during that time. It was like you would get stimulus checks and all that stuff because our income wasn't that high. Like I would save a lot of money, I had money invested, but our income wasn't that high. It was high, but it wasn't that high, right? Um, so yeah, it's not work if you love what you do. True, very true. I honestly like I love numbers, and I honestly loved what I do, um, or loved what I did when I was working my 9 to 5. But um, sometimes it's not only about what you do; it's more about who's directing you to do it, right? If you have a manager or somebody that you don't like, or people that are at work that you don't like, or a process at work that you don't like, um, it may completely like you know drown out any of the good, right? And you'll just think about the bad, right? I don't like this person that's at work, or I don't like that they keep asking me to do different things, but I love what I do. I love the actual work that I was hired to do. It's just they like to change things up. So that's the way that I felt when I was working at this hospital system. Um, and when I first went in there, and things do change, right? I first went in there, and I'm not going to say what the name is, but when maybe some people know, um, when I first went in there, um, it was all about family. They cared about if you had a sick child, they were like, go take care of that sick child. We'll deal with the work later. We can find a way maybe to work from home or whatever. But honestly, it's not an obligation to do that, right? It was all about family, and it was all about making sure people stay on task with the like not changing tasks, right? But then as that team transitioned out, because not because of them wanting to, it's because of the higher ups in the parent company that said we want to make um, all executives more of a headquarter branch rather than executives be at different branches, and they did away with them and they brought down the corporate structure and their headquarter structure, and it was just a nightmare. And that's where things kind of went south. And honestly, all even the person that was right above me, my manager that was right above me, he ended up leaving because of that same issue. So we know that it was more of a change in culture than it was about the actual job that was being done, because we both got hired at the same time and we both loved our job. And they talked to me and they were like, look, we're either trying to convert everybody to headquarters and bring everybody in to compete for another job, which meant pay cuts for having multiple positions under what I did. And they were like, either we could do that or we can pay you the severance. And I was like, so you're telling me like you're going to pay me to leave when just maybe 3 months ago I said that I have other obligations and I want to kind of explore that avenue, and it ended up working out because they paid me to leave. I was like, all right, well, I told you I was going to help you guys out for another year, and then you're paying me to. Why didn't you just wait another 6 months and then you wouldn't have had to pay me? So I was like, all right, well, just pay me then. So it was pretty funny. Because, yeah, all they had to do was wait another 6 months, and I told them, and they knew this, that I was going to leave after a full year, and they were like, well, we'll just pay you to leave here. I'm like, all right, well, I'll take it. You're an entrepreneur. I know. I like to say that. That's what I tell my wife. I like to say that, but then there's always that same state. What was your last preneur? And I technically I'm not an entrepreneur. Um, I'm like I don't know. I just like investing in things, and it's going to be real estate soon. Once things hit a certain level here, crypto wise, and I can fund majority of our lives with dividend investing and dividend payouts, then I know that real estate is going to be a bigger part, not only for the fact of making money out of it, but more or less about um, putting the money back into the property that I have there. Matt's a stay-at-home dad. I am. It's 2024. Accept it. I'm a stay-at-home dad. I do love taking care of those children. I love everything about them. So, yes, I would love to be classified as that. Maybe I should classify myself as that. Entrepreneur, entrepreneurs is different to what it was 20 years ago. True, um, because technically I am creating my own businesses, but um, it's one full business. Yeah, so maybe I should say that where I'm gonna start saying that. What do you do for a living? I'm a stay-at-home dad. Yeah, that sounds good. It doesn't sound great. They were like, well, how do you make money? I just stay at home and I'm a dad. But what do you do for money? I stay at home and I'm a dad. Accept it. I wish ADA would do better as of late. Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of positions that haven't been doing amazing, but ADA actually picked up quite a bit. It's not to the level that it was last bull run, but um, it is at a higher level, especially with the last week and where it's been going. So yeah, do you think XRP is going to be triple digits? I mean, there's a large possibility. I'm pushing for $100 per coin. Um, and maybe even more than that, and then we can start seeing uh, potential levels above that as well. But you know, I'm not like I'm not. I don't know how to say it. Like I don't need it to go there. Like I'm not saying that I live and die for this to get to triple digits. However, if it does, I'll be happy. And I know that there are scenarios to where it does, but there are also many things that need to take place in order for you to do that, right? Good morning, Matthew. I heard your rant against that subscriber yesterday. Just don't waste precious energy on negative comments. I've been a subscriber to your channel before. You even hit 90K. Well, thank you for being a subscriber for that long. And yeah, I don't really like to um, waste a lot of energy on negative comments, but I do like to, respond to things from time to time because I see a lot of negative comments. And when I see those negative comments, most of them, probably, I don't know, 90% of them, I skip past and just don't even bother with them. Um, but then there's that, 10% chance or 5% chance that I will respond to one of them, or do it as a group to where you see many people that are talking about, hey, XRP is dead and you don't know what you're talking about. Okay, I will respond to majority of those in a video because one, it creates for a good video, and two, it's I honestly forgot what my numbers were, but one, it does create for a good video, and two, it's just great to respond to those people, at least a little bit to give some clarity. It's like if you're accused of something or saying something and you don't respond to it, eventually you're going to need to say something about it, right? So, um, yeah, but I don't tend to put a lot of energy towards it. I put more energy towards the positive comments, as you can see. Um, yes, it did very well considering. Matt is a master chef. I am a good cook. I do like cooking. I just I never thought of like creating content on cooking. I was a sous chef for 7 years, so yeah, pretty good at cooking. Um, Actually, I lied. I was a sous chef for 5 years. I was actually a line cook for the other two, kind of just learning as much as I can, and then proved what I can do, and ended up being a sous chef. I was in charge of um, a lot of things actually, which some days it was better than others. Where I always like the days I was busy when you're expediting and um, or calling out checks and also cooking like pasta, making sure you're in that station, putting everything together, making sure everything is plated together. So you have three jobs where you're calling out the orders that come in, making sure everything's on point, making sure those orders are going out together, and while also getting all of the different pieces from broiler station, from pantry, from many different places to put one dish together, right? And it's always just great to be able to create that masterpiece. And honestly, after doing that or while doing that, I thought I was going to be some sort of an artist because I always like to create art with the food, you know. Um, and yeah, it was great. But that was a whole nother time. Creating content, investing, and chasing financial freedom is a way of life. Enjoy the process. Enjoying the process is key. I agree. Ladies and gents, take a look. Um, Leapercoin, Irish Pepe. Okay. Sup, Matt? What's going on? Where was that? Do you think Ripple IPO is back on the table? Yeah. I mean, I think uh, Ripple IPO has always been there. Um, However, it just um, hasn't been a reality in a way. Like it just hasn't happened. But I think it's always been on the table. I think Brad Garlinghouse has talked about that. You come off as a great guy. I try. I don't consider myself the best person ever or um, always having the best ideas, but I try my hardest to make sure that um, not only do I help out um, with things, but just continue with the conversations of things and making sure that some people understand where I'm coming from. Um, but yeah, I may be a great guy to some, might not be a great guy to others. Um, Maybe that we have difference in opinion when it comes to investments, which is okay. But I'm okay. I'm an okay person. I work hard, but I don't think he makes me mad. I enjoy working hard. What are you talking about? I tend to get lost in things, and maybe you're talking to somebody else, or maybe you're talking to me. I had crypto and sat at home for a year and lost a lot of friends, even though I tried to tell all my friends my plans. So if they wanted a chance, I shared the method to the madness. You had you had crypto and sat at home for a year and lost a lot of friends. I honestly don't. I can't. Like I haven't talked to many of my friends in so many, uh, maybe months and years. The only friend I talk to my best friend, and that's pretty much it. Like, and my other best friend is my wife, as well as my brothers. I talk to them on a daily basis. I talk to my dad. I talk to my mom. I talk to my family. But when it comes to friendship, I really rarely um, talk to anybody else. I want to just go out and play some basketball, but I feel like now my best friends are starting to become my children in a way. Like I spend so much time listening to what they have to say and being engaged in what they're doing and making them laugh, playing with them, and playing sports and taking them to sports and having them enjoy their childhood. It's so amazing to see. So, and I was talking to Erica about this yesterday. I was like, so what about your friends? Like we honestly haven't been to like a party for like adults in a while, a very, very long time. Like whether we go out somewhere or whatever. Um, but yeah, it's been interesting and it's all about the fact that everybody during this time, I'm 33. I almost didn't know my age. Um, I during this time, like everybody's creating families, everybody's doing that same thing, right? You enjoy your children's lives and all the different things that they're doing there, and you really don't have a ton of time outside of that to just go to a party or whatever. So we do go on vacations. I think we're going on vacation soon without the kids. So that should be fun. But yeah, Matt, I want a gift from you. You want a gift from me? You can't just ask for a gift and then the gift is what he's saying, says Carrie. Thank you for that. Thanks for going live. I like when you do because I work by myself in the mornings and it always feels like we're having a conversation and it makes my day go fast. Well, I appreciate that, David. That's what I want to do here. I want to have a conversation with everybody that's here, whether we're talking about cryptocurrency or we're talking about life. Everybody's going through their own unique situation. And I think we can all learn from those situations as well as just lend an ear. You know what I mean? And it feels good to be surrounded by that because there's some people to where it's like, get on with the talking about cryptocurrency. I'm here just for cryptocurrency. And that's true. We are here just for, crypto, but I think we're also here for conversation about honestly anything that could affect your mindset with investing in crypto. I learned from this book, How to Day Trade for a Living, that I feel like transitions into or translates into so many other investment styles and things that you could do. And the reason that it translates so much is because they talk about the mental side of investing, which is getting your mind in the right frame of mind, the right way of thinking before you decide to trade, before you decide to invest. There's there's more than just, hey, I have a mouse here, let me go ahead and click this and click that and buy this and buy that. It's more than that, right? Sometimes you need to get something off your chest so you can clear your mind and what you would see there, or um, clear your the way that you do that is you have these conversations and then you can now make a better investment because we talked about this thing and that thing. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. If it doesn't, then oh well. I give up. No, we hit $1 today. No, we didn't hit $1 today. We got to for XRP. We got to about 84.5 cents. Let me go to XRP. while you guys are here, before we get into XRP, because we are up a little bit, make sure you guys check out my link for BTCC in the chat. If you guys are interested in leverage trading, it is a great platform. You can do a 2x leverage. You can do all the way up to a 500x leverage deposit bonus, as well as extra bonuses up to $10,000 and 40% lower trading fees. So feel free to check out that link that's in the chat for BTCC. It's a good platform. But XRP currently stands at 82.2 cents. It's up by 16.3% today. $11.7 billion worth of volume, up 85.77% in volume. 24.96% volume to market cap ratio. And this really all comes on the heels of the conversation that Gary Gensler, or multiple conversation that Gary Gensler is on his way out, right? Departure talks about Gary Gensler is kind of fueling speculation to Ripple, XRP, moving to a ridiculously high level because of the freedom that they may have. And that's what I care about, is that freedom. So it's in a good spot. Happy to see $1.20 XRP in Canadian money. Yeah, in a different currency, then yes. I find it difficult to understand short trading. If I cash in when it's shooting up and buy back in at 10 cents lower or so, I'm still no better off as the exchanges take a big cut. I'm missing something. So the exchanges don't take that large of a cut. It depends, right? So if you're trading on exchange and day trading, I would say you probably want to do it on a place to where you have lower fees. So for me, with places like BTCC as well as Margex, both of those, I don't know why I have three. I have three up when I talked about two platforms. With places like BTCC and Margex, you can trade and make a lot of money on those higher percentage gains if you believe that things are going up. Leverage trading is kind of where all that money is made on the crypto side for short term. However, you can also make money on trading within wallets, right? If you see like MetaMask, if you're trading within there, you may end up paying only 10 cents in a fee by swapping it for another position if you see that it's going to go up. So, but the only thing is that you would have to use a different form of charting and then also have MetaMask up on the side to swap it out at those moments or set some sort of limit price at that level. Now, it'll be difficult to do it that way, but it can be done, right? Where you can make a decent amount of money and not pay a crazy amount of fees. For Coinbase One, you can do short-term trades and still make a decent amount of money and not have to pay a lot if you do it that way. Also, trading on exchanges don't really charge you as much as if you're trading on the platform itself, like Coinbase rather than Coinbase Advance. So you can make money day trading. I typically do it through Margex and BTCC because of those low fees and being able to trade with leverage, basically saying if something moves 5%, I can be at 5 times what that 5% is, or I can be at 10 times what that 5% is, depending on what my leverage is. So it gives you a little bit more room when you're right, and also can make it look worse when you're wrong. So short-term trading, I understand. Long-term trading, obviously, you want the larger gains out of it. But if you could find a short-term trade that's going to move, like, say, Peanut moved, right, from 5 cents all the way up to $2, then yeah, that's 7 days and you have a short-term trade and you make a ton of money out of it. So, and it really all depends. Guys, we have 362 people that are here. Make sure you hit the like button. We have 358 likes. That's amazing. More than 10% of the views. So I appreciate you guys. You can hit the like button if you want, but honestly, we don't need to at this moment. Thank you for everybody that has hit the like button, that has done that without me asking, because I think this is the first time I've asked in like 30 minutes. We got about 13 minutes for this live stream, and then we're going to head off of here because we got to take the kids to school, get them ready for school, take them to school, and all that. We're missing like 4 likes, people. That's what someone said. I appreciate you guys. They keep your crypto off exchanges, and wait, and no one can access them without a bunch of passwords and phrases. You can also turn off Bluetooth on your device for extra security. Can you explain how cold wallets works if they're necessary? I think cold wallets are really just for storing for the long term, right? If you want to, not saying set it and forget it, but in a way, that's the way that I look at it. You set it and forget it, put it on the side, don't even think about it. And then later down the line, when, like, say, the same time frame or something that Bitcoin runs to a whole level, right? You see XRP that runs to a ridiculous level, and then you come back to it 5 years later, 10 years later, and you're like, XRP's at $1,000. I have 1,000 XRP that's sitting over here. I just made $1 million because I I kept 1,000 XRP for 5 years. Right? It feels great. And that's the way that you need to look at it. Is like you have a utility project that you believe in. If it's actually going to make those moves, then you can make money, a crazy amount of money in the long run, or have financial freedom for your children. Um, which I want to make sure that they know how to do this stuff rather than just get money from me. So I hope that that's a better situation. I think somebody's awake. Oh, Hayden's still in there. I mean, it looks like ADA is up quite a bit this morning, isn't it? Someone said that ADA wasn't really a good thing or a good play at the moment, and I think ADA is up quite a bit. Am I wrong by saying that? So it's up about 8%. That's still good. 60 cents, obviously, it's not up to the high point that it was at, but ADA is at a good spot. I mean, 61 cents, $2 billion worth of volume, 10% volume to market cap ratio. I consider that a good level. It's not the best level, but it's a good level for sure. Um, I think it would be official news today that that Gensler is gone. Wouldn't that be great? Thanks for the info, Matt. No problem. XRP November and December 2024, where we just dangling between 60 and 80 cents. Will it increase or stay the same? So first of all, we're not dangling between it. We are over 80 cent level. But if you're talking about just the 80s, being in the 80s, we haven't been here in a while. So getting to 80s is definitely no small feat, even though we know it has a lot more growth ahead of it. Are we going to see it stay the same? I think we're going to see it run. It's just whether it's going to continue on this path depending on what the market is doing, short term, but long term, or I guess still short term, but a little bit longer term, we will see XRP get to that level. I'm pushing for it to be above $1, approaching $2 by the end of this year. That would be amazing. Does Kraken allow XRP trades? Yes, they do. Ever since XRP was labeled as not a security, Coinbase and Kraken now allow XRP trades. I put 10K at 70 cents. I'm gonna leave it and forget it. Well, that's good. One, if you're going to leave it and forget it, because there will be ups and downs, and I think what a lot of people tend to do, especially new people, is they watch it every 5 seconds, and they think they have to treat it like for my brother's now getting into crypto a little bit. He was getting into it a little bit ago, and I got him into Margex, and he started making some trades, and he was like, "Oh, I made $6 here, and I made $7 here," and I'm like, "Look, you don't need to take these smaller gains, because what you're doing, if you're taking a profit that is less than what you put in a leverage trade, then you're risking that whole entire position that you put in the leverage trade versus what you're gaining back. When you win, you should be able to win at least double what you put in. The reason being, you should be able to get double, and you should have double, is so that now when you invest that same amount, you're investing with the profits, right? And that's where it should be. You should not settle for the 60% of what it is, right? If you're investing $10 and you take $6, you're only getting 60%, which you could reinvest now only the 60% or the $6, but there's so much room for growth and what you can gain there. So when people decide to sell too early or like way too early and um, not hold it for what it's worth, it I wouldn't say it bothers me, but it's something that I know they're not looking for a lot of success there. If that makes sense. Are these weekday morning live streams a regular thing? I try to do them as regular as possible, but it's not something that's 100%. Sometimes I won't. It all depends on the time frame. If I'm feeling tired the day before, I try to do it as regular as I can. Um, but it's not going to always be a thing, especially in the summertime when the kids are home with me. It might not be at all. Maybe it will be. Maybe it won't. And maybe by that time, um, it'll cryptocurrency would be to a ridiculous level, and we'll still need to continue to talk about it. Um, but it's I don't know, not during that time. Maybe I will. I don't know. Because the kids still like right now they aren't awake, and if I'm streaming at 5:30, um, the only thing that will be difficult is the fact that I have to go through like the daily tasks of summer with them as I'm throughout the day, which means I'll probably be tired. So I don't know. Which is ADA? Which is ADA is mentioned to maybe being partnership with? Oh, you're saying something else. He doesn't hold it. I don't hold what? I asked him a long time ago. What about XLM, Matt? Okay, yeah, I don't hold XLM. I thought you were talking about ADA. I was gonna say I have ADA. I also invested into XLM a while ago. Like I bought it. I don't. I think it might have had less coins, and I think I sold it because of the dilution that can go into it. But I'm not 100% sure as to why I decided to sell it. But I did hold a decent amount at that moment. It wasn't like a crazy amount, like thousands of dollars, but I think it might have been like a couple hundred, like 500, $600. People play the crypto game in different ways. That's very true. As long as you're successful, as long as you are finding ways to be profitable, of course, that's a good thing. From here to December, you think XRP has more upside than Doge and SHIB? From here to December, does it have more upside than Doge and SHIB? I think Doge is definitely reaching high levels, and the levels of growth that it already had is amazing. Not saying that it's over. Shiba Inu has yet to really show that same level of impact that Doge has seen, but you're looking at two completely different sides, right? You're looking at meme coins versus a utility project. You're looking at something that's popular like a meme coin but has the utility of you know literally arguably the best utility that you could have for a cryptocurrency, right? um, as well as Dogecoin, that's maybe even borderline utility, as well as being able to have that meme coin popularity because it is a meme coin, and then Shiba Inu that is has the meme coin popularity but no type of use case behind it. So I would say that Dogecoin and Shiba Inu always have a large chance of running because of how fast meme coins run. XRP, it depends on certain situations, right? Gary gets fired, XRP runs to $2. Um, and then XRP has more upside. So, but Gary's not going to get fired in like before we finish the year, and anything he would get fired in the beginning of the year or the new year because of the Trump coming into office. Um, I've always been I've always seemed to do better with small plays. I mean, you're investing a small amount, you're risking a small amount. Thank you, Paul, for that super chat or super sticker. I appreciate that. I didn't see that until now. It didn't pop up on the top of my screen. Thank you for that super sticker. I will give it to Matt. I've been watching him for about almost 4 years. Matt was here in the bear market, truth in the details. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad you noticed that. You know, I'm here talking about different positions in the bear market, telling people about the positions that need to be had. There are many people that are in the crypto space that honestly grew to a ridiculous level off of the fact that they have great editing skills and they have great editors. And they make one video and that video, absolutely pops off, and they're there in the bear market, but they're not making videos for a lot of the subscribers in the bear market. And if they are, it's videos on not that content. um like, I'm not throwing shade on anybody at all, but it shows, if you're telling people, hey, this is where we stand, we're in the bear market, and making people feel comfortable a little bit. Because there are some people that were questioning, every day they went through, they were like, are we ever going to see this recover? It's been a year, it's been 2 years, it's been 3 years. Are we ever going to see this recover? I don't know what to do at this point, because you invested so much money in, not in the bull market, but leading up to the bull market, or as it's coming down from the bull market, right? And you're finding places to invest, it's getting lower and lower, and it looks like it's going to recover, and then it doesn't, right? Especially with altcoins, right? Bitcoin looked like it was rising from 2022 all the way until now. For everything else, it's really just getting started, right? You look at ADA, and while Bitcoin is hitting all-time highs of $60,000, $65,000, $70,000, $75,000, and then now reaching the levels that it's reaching now, ADA was still sitting at like 40 cents, 45 cents, 50 cents, or whatever. And now it's at a level of 60 cents. And Bitcoin is still, it's not at the all-time high, but it's at a all-time high. It's still at $90,000-ish. So many people are asking these same questions. Like, are we going to see these run, or is it just Bitcoin? Are we done with altcoins? And they're genuine questions. And I'm here to say something to you guys, and let you guys know this is what we could invest into, or this is the reason why I believe in this. And if you believed in it before, it's, altcoin season's just around the corner and all these things. I'm here in the bear market telling you guys those things. So I'm glad you noticed that. I don't just go away because the market is not popping and it's not the most exciting thing. 2022, I think. It might have been 2023, I think. Yeah. 2022 was okay. 2023 was probably my worst year financially, right? Yes, we were in a better spot because of all the things that we got from YouTube and things there. But remember, in 2021, I left my job. 2022, everything looked up because crypto was still hype, or there was a lot of hype around it with Terra Luna Classic, and that's where that was. Even though cryptocurrency itself was down, Terra Luna Classic was up, and it was the conversation. You could talk about it for a year and gain views and be able to survive during that bear market. If it wasn't for Terra Luna Classic, I don't know if I would be here today. I'd probably have a 9 to 5 again, because I wouldn't be able to sustain like everything. So 2023 was my worst time ever because there was virtually no conversation on crypto, right? Everybody was kind of tapped out. They were at the end and they were like, look, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't care what you're saying right now, because it went through 2 years and we're not seeing anything, right? Then 2024 hits, or the end of 2023, and then everything really starts to pick up. Terra Luna Classic conversations pick up. A lot of other conversations around Bitcoin and XRP and everything else start to pick up, and that's where the saving grace happened. And I was so happy with the fact that I was able to overcome, that kind of horrible time where I can tell you on YouTube, I think it might have been way less than my salary that I made at my job, my 9 to 5, and it went from making what my salary was to making 30% or 40% over what my salary was, to then making less than 50% of what my salary was. So it's like you're struggling a little bit and you get to a better spot. And honestly, it was difficult for me to push through that bear market and be here, because during the end of that bear market, a lot of people were kind of tapping out. Like, look, I'm done. I can't do this any longer, And I was here just to kind of give you these, words of encouragement and belief and hope, and I'm glad that some people stuck to it. And hearing those people reach out to me and say, look, I'm glad that you put out these videos and you advised me to stick to it and all of that, because I was days away from getting out of the crypto market completely. And I was like, those type of comments that they tell me are amazing to hear, because now they have a success story and they have a fight that they had to endure. They had pain and suffering that they had to endure, and they get to a place to where now they're a little bit comfortable. And it's still not even altcoin season yet, right? And they're a lot more comfortable. And there's a lot more of a conversation around crypto. Like, look how many people are here. 441 people, concurrent viewers right now that are watching this video and watching this live stream. That shows where crypto is right now. It's in a good spot. Was it at the days where I saw 3,000 people that were here? No. But is it at the days where I saw 60 people or 70 people that are here? It's not there either. So we're definitely in a better stage right now. And, I appreciate everybody, every single person that's here, every single person that hit the like button, every single person that comments and, tells me their good stories, bad stories, whatever's going on. I appreciate all of you guys so much. Because, without you guys showing up and asking me those questions and making it known that I'm heard here, I wouldn't be here right now to talk to you guys and about XRP and about many other things. So I appreciate you so much. I just want to let you guys know that. But XRP is at a good spot. We're looking at some good gains with it. It's up 15.5%, up to 82.7 cents, and we're seeing a 25% volume to market cap ratio. Again, if you guys want to check out a link for BTCC and support the channel in a big way, feel free to do so. That link is in the chat. But I do have to get out of here. It is 7 o'clock, so I have to go get these kids ready for school. And we'll probably be back with some other videos and stuff. But I appreciate every single person that has come through here. Super chat, likes, comments, subscribers, all of those things. You guys mean the world to me. And, I'll appreciate you just the same if I had 500,000, a million subscribers, if I had 500,000 or $1 million in each position, I would still be here to, appreciate you guys and tell you guys that, this market, or the market that we saw, was temporary. What we're seeing right now is just the tip of the iceberg. It's just the start. So thank you guys again. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. I apologize for anybody that put out a question asking me what I think about something. He's hinting at quitting. A big difference than actually quitting. Are you talking about somebody else? Oh, you're talking about Gary Gensler. Anyways, guys, thank you so much again for watching. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Go check out your other favorite YouTubers that are there, anybody that has a podcast. But I'll be back with some other videos and stuff.